Hello and welcome to this edition of Travel Oz. I'm Greg Granger. In this particular edition, the wild eastern grey kangaroos of the far New South Wales south coast. This one has a joey in the pouch, just 2 months old, and we're about to show you some delightful stories of this particular mob. Also in this episode, a dinky-die bushman's take on outback life. The history of Qantas remembered in an outback museum. Complete with the jumbo jet that's landed on an airstrip so short it'll never take off again. We'll rejoin the two Tims on their charity fun rally from bush to beach and discover the mesmerising formations of the Bungle Bungle Ranges in Western Australia. Well, the kangaroos down here on the far New South Wales coast are supposed to be incredibly friendly, and we're finding just that this morning. Young Nicholas, my 3-year-old son, and I have just woken up for breakfast, and the roos have come to join us. These eastern greys are both wild and friendly. They became mothers about... There's been plenty of interaction with humans over the years, and it's certain that some people must have been feeding them. That practice is not encouraged. It's not good for their diet, and over-familiarisation can lead to the roos becoming aggressive trying to get food. What distinguishes this mob from most Australian kangaroos is their interest in the beach. They've been attracted by the grass on the sand dunes, but once on the sand, they will come right down into the surf. The time we've chosen to visit is spring, that time of the year when joeys are in and out of the pouch. They're now 6 months old. Their first times out of the pouch are utter chaos. This joey is still finding its feet and will jump erratically as it discovers just which direction it's capable of jumping. For the next 6 months, these joeys will stay with mother until they're fully weaned. And even before they finally leave mother, she's already fallen pregnant again. Her newborn joey, usually around 2 months old, before the older joey becomes independent. One man who's been following the kangaroos of the South Coast beaches all his life is local resident and environmentalist Paul May.
I'd say we probably have a population which is abnormally high at times. The reason for that is that kangaroos are grass eaters, and as people hear of established gardens and we have council mowing the roadsides, and resorts and campgrounds such as this one here have been developed, we tend to produce a lot more feed for the kangaroos. And kangaroos are pretty adept at living in the harsh Australian environment. When times are good and there's plenty of food, they the numbers increase, they breed up, and conversely, when conditions are bad, the kangaroo population has the ability to slow down that population growth. But I reckon we have mobs here at this end of the village, probably that number, up to 100 or so kangaroos. I remember as a boy you didn't see kangaroos as much, and there were more wallabies around, and wallabies are brush eaters, and there was more bush. They actually go onto the beach because there are some good pickings down there, not so much on the beach but on the dunes. I'm involved with the land care movement, and it's a bit of a concern at times that when the numbers of kangaroos are large, that they do actually graze off some of those important dune stabilising plants. They are a part of the landscape, and that's the built landscape as well as the natural environment. But I come back to the point where I think you will find them very readily in in the built areas because that's where the feed is. You know, they do feed on people's gardens, in people's on people's lawns, and you know, on the nature strips and on the roadside verges that have been made because that's where the food is. Oh, look, I think they're great. They're a part of you know, our natural heritage, and you know, they're part of the landscape.
Travel